putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Jackson here, the author of Race Pimping, the multi-trillion-dollar business of liberalism, speaker, political pundit. Call me whatever you want, but what I do is I explain what's going on in terms you can understand, and hopefully in terms that the left interpret and understand themselves, because I get letters, I get mail from you guys. Occasionally the left is saying, Kevin, thank you for changing my mind. In some cases, changing my heart, making me understand things differently. Isn't that our role? And what you're doing when you boycott Starbucks, when you boycott Target, when you boycott these leftist social engineering organizations that want to change you, Hollywood, when you boycott them, when you let your dollars do the talking, they start to listen. See, they've been feasting on us. You go to Starbucks and you pay $5 and change for a cup of coffee that costs pennies to make. And they find that the money that they make is how they value themselves. So they go, I'm more valuable than you. I can say whatever I want and you still buy that $5 and change cup of coffee. You let me make $5 profit on you for an 8-ounce thing of water with a few chemicals in it. And so they think they're relevant. You go pay, you take your family to some stupid game. You buy all the football gear, the jerseys, Kaepernick, San Francisco, boom. You fill the seats. You go to the playoff games. You watch the Super Bowl. You watch it on TV, and they think they're relevant. They're a bunch of bad. Look, I'm not mad at them for being great sports people, and there's some smart ones there. But you see the occasional baboons that get all the attention, and Colin Kaepernick is one of them. He's a Neanderthal who believes the hype, that we live in a country that gave him the opportunity to change things. He could go out and do all kinds of great things with his life. But instead, he focuses on the lie. And he propagates that lie, and he wants you to believe it. And the NFL backs him. They give him an audit. Oh, it's okay, he takes a knee. Roger Goodell, he said, I forget what his exact quote was, but in effect, he condoned this dude taking a knee. Too much is being made of this. The NFL must allow, blah, blah, blah. The NFL can do what it wants. It's an organization. It's a company. It's a business. And it can do what it wants. But no, they don't want that. They want to capitulate to the whims of the leftists in this country. So who's to blame for the ratings? SAG and the NFL, you are. And congratulate yourselves. But Sean, I wish I were really black, King wants to take credit for our moves. It reminds me of the scene in True Lies where Bill Paxton is talking to Jamie Lee Curtis at that cafe, and he says, yeah. And he slides the paper over and he says, there are a few bad guys that won't be phoning home in the next whatever. And Jamie Curtis is like, that's you? And then Tom Arnold says to Arnold Schwarzenegger, hey, he's taking credit for our moves, man. Well, that's what Sean King's trying to do. That's what the Black Lives Matter guys are trying to do. We're the reason the NFL is losing ratings. They better give Colin Kaepernick a job. Let me tell you, even Roger Goodell better not be that stupid. Isn't he the guy that runs the NFL? He better not be that stupid. King's called for a complete boycott of the NFL. He wants you and the rest of the world to believe that BLM is responsible for the drop in ratings. But he's just hanging on our coattails. The drop in the ratings was clearly underway. And guess what? I'm going to tell you a little secret. We're not done. That's right, NFL. It ain't over, baby. They blamed the drop on Hurricane Irma. The suggestion, folks, is laughable. Obviously, they're grasping at straws. No hurricane is going to cause a 12% drop in ratings unless that hurricane's named as Hurricane Conservatives. Maybe Hurricane Trump, but you're not going to get that. And the polling suggests that I'm 100% right. Consider, 44% of fans said they would stop watching the NFL if the anthem protests continued. 44%. Now you do the math. They've seen another 12% drop So I don't know which poll was done when, but almost half of the people are like me that said, if they keep it up, I'm done. J.D. Power did a survey. It indicated that the fans cited the national anthem as the main reason they stopped watching last year. So, as my friends would say on the street, if I'm lying, I'm dying. We know why this is happening. It's the anthem. It isn't because Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job. You're not going to convince anybody that the NFL is racist. Remember I played this clip, I don't know, it's about 2 weeks ago. Guy was whining on it, Hannity or Tucker. NFL is racist, man. Yeah, and Tucker goes, it's 70% black. How can it be racist? It's racist. It's racist against other nationalities. No, man, because, ownership. There's no black ownership. Really? Well, you would think there was, because all these white dudes are hiring black guys. You're reinforcing my argument. How racist is it that white guys have employed blacks to the tune of 70%? Listen, nothing. You can't say anything to that. It's racist because the owners. Okay, so if you had black owners, how much blacker would the NFL be? It's 70%. It's 500% blacker than the population of blacks. Per capita, you know what I'm saying? If black people owned all the NFL teams, it would probably get whiter. Unbelievable. So what's changed in the NFL? Last year they had bad ratings. This year they got bad ratings. Let me tell you what happened. The NFL went silent. They hoped the problems would go away. But not only did the problems not disappear, folks, the problems grew. It metastasized. Blacks protested on behalf of Colin Kaepernick, so the NFL's silence backfired. First, they protest for this loser. The protest for this loser reinforces America's feeling towards the NFL. Again, the NFL missed the opportunity to say to Kaepernick, there's no place in the league for people like him, regardless of your talent level. You can be, if you think you're that big, I can show you you're not. I go back to industry. Who's indispensable? Secondly, the NFL might lose some black audience given that no team wants Kaepernick. That's going to be a minor thing, but you got to calculate it in there. So I go back to the earlier statement I made, where I mentioned that if the NFL commissioner had made it clear that for Kaepernick to come back to the NFL, he would have to agree to stand for the anthem, it would have been different. And in fact, I heard this. I don't know if this is true, but I heard Kaepernick had agreed that he would stand for the anthem with at least one team, or if he came back into the NFL, regardless of whether he did or he didn't, if it had been made clear that that's the way you're going to get in and stay in, the onus would have been on Kaepernick to decide what's worth more. Playing the sport that he loves for millions of dollars or standing on principle. And see, that's why the NFL didn't do it. They didn't want to embarrass the left and make Kaepernick have to stand on principle. But a staunch statement against these antics and the NFL would have been back on track. I guarantee you, I would have watched it. I would have said, you just won my vote. It's important, folks, that the NFL is made clear who affects its ratings. It is not Black Lives Matter. Conservatives are responsible for the ratings drop. Our dollars fuel the U.S. economy and allow for the indulgences of season tickets to ball games and the purchase of NFL gear and the cable packages that we all get at our homes. It would be so unfortunate if we allowed BLM to co-opt the work that's been done by us, a mistake of the highest order. Now, if you're asking me, what do we need to do? Keep doing what you're doing. Take the NFL package off your cable. Take it off. If it doesn't come on a regular channel, tell them, how do I get rid of the NFL package? I've already asked my cable company that. I don't watch the games. I don't want to see it. I don't know the score. Get out of your fantasy league. Don't watch it. Don't look at the stats. It forces you to stay away from it. For all goodness sake, don't buy any gear. Let them see not only the drop in attendance on watching the show, let them see a 20-30% drop in NFL gear purchase. And you'll see what happens. Let's make these people hurt in their pocketbook. That's what they need.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.